Ann Wegman, Animal Resources Coordinator at Cincinnati Museum Center, and this is Ginger, our eastern red bat. Ginger is a female, and red bats are native to the United States. This bat is one of the only sexually dimorphic species in Ohio, which means that the males look different from the females. So Ginger is a female, so she's got this lovely sort of reddish fur, but if her mate was here, or a male bat, you would see really, really red fur. Red bats are also interesting in that when winter comes, as individuals, they make the decision whether they're going to migrate south for the winter or hibernate. Most bats as a species, like all big brown bats, will hibernate. And other bat species, all of the species will migrate. But red bats decide individually whether they're going to spend the winter where they spent the summer or whether they're going to fly south for the winter. They also are unique in that they have the most babies of any bat species in the world. They can have up to 4 young at a time. And they live in trees, and they carry their babies with them for a while, which is probably why they have so many. Living out in the open like that, probably not as many make it to maturity as in some other bat species that only have 1 or 2 young a year. Ginger came to us through our vet. Someone had found her injured and brought her to him. He had already operated on her and taken off her wing because she had a broken arm. Bats' arms are their wings, so obviously without her arms she can't fly anymore. So she is a one-winged bat, and she will live the rest of her life here at Museum Center. The lifespan of red bats is shorter than big browns, which is the other species that we have here, but she should live 10 or 15 years probably. We're here in our herp room where we keep our snakes and turtles and also a colony of our big brown bats. This is Van Gogh, one of our male big brown bats. He came to us about 4 years ago with a colony of bats. There were 18 of them that came. They had been used in a program where they were trying to figure out some of the ways that they fed outside in a huge outdoor flight cage. And the experiment sort of failed, so he at that point had been in captivity long enough that he couldn't be released into the wild, and so they came to us. He's officially a rehab bat, actually. He's got an injury to his wrist as well. So big browns are one of the largest and most common bats in our part of the country. They eat about up into their entire body weight in insects every night. They eat a lot of larger insects like moths and beetles, things like June bugs and potato bugs and tiger moths and stuff like that. But they do take several hundred insects a night probably. Right now what he's doing is echolocating. When he's opening his mouth like that and turning his head back and forth, he's sending out sounds that are going out and bouncing off of objects in front of him and giving him an idea of what's out there. He's not blind. He actually sees very well, especially in this nicely lit room. But he depends on echolocation for the extras, I guess you'd say. That noise you hear is our bats echolocating. We have our bat detector on right now. And what it does is it lowers the calls, the frequency of the calls that the bats are making to a level that human ears can hear. So the bats are normally calling at about 25 to 35 kilohertz, which is above the human range of hearing of 20 kilohertz. So that box just lowers it to a frequency that we can hear. There's lots of bats behind me that are making this noise, and also this guy, every once in a while, there you can see his mouth moving. Now he's echolocating as well. The bats in this area send out their calls through their noses, through their mouths, through their mouths, so we can always tell when they're echolocating. They also echolocate faster right before they're about to take off, so that was a dead giveaway from that one. Bat flight is Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock in the morning and Saturday and Sunday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Right outside our cave and our flight cage where you can come and see the bats